Hi there, I'm Dan Zayons with XM Canada. I'm here with NHL home ice personalities Shawn, Lavigne, and Peter Berce, and we are now going to play 2 minutes in the box. It's a game where I ask NHL-related questions, and they try and persuade me one way or another.
Can I interrupt you there for a second?
Yeah, sure.
I really like this shirt over here.
It's a good
XM,
plug.
every team, every game. You got that? See?
Really good plug.
Yeah.
I'm sure the web viewers love that.
Yeah.
All right, guys, so it is the Flyers-Hawks in the Stanley Cup Final. I want you guys to tell me who's going to win, how many games, and why.
Funny thing is, Shawn and I agree. Hawks in 7, right, Shawn?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, but the point is, persuade me. Why do you think Hawks in
They're
7?
a better team. How about that for persuasion? They're a faster team. They're a skilled team. They know how to hit. They're a nasty team. I like nastiness.
I like the fact that they can win on the road. They're entering Game 3 in Philadelphia with a 7-game winning streak, and they don't seem intimidated. And Wachovia Center is a very intimidating building, but no matter where they go, they always find a way to dominate the first 10 minutes when it's usually the home team that usually dictates the rest of the game.
But can I give some love to the Philadelphia Flyers, too? They're a good team. I think this is going to be a very tough
Don't
series.
sit on the fence.
I picked Chicago in 7.
All right. See, Shawnee wins, Pete, because he went into specifics. He had stats. He backed his point up. All right.
What's wrong with my
Question
points?
number
I
two.
said speed,
Question
skill,
number
and
two.
nastiness.
Vague. All right. Question number 2. Taves versus Richards. Which players have asserted themselves most in these playoffs?
Gotta love Jonathan Taves. The prototypical captain. He's captain serious. He's the scoring leader on the team. What other stats do you need there, Dan?
You don't need it because he's a pit bull. His play dictates it. Look at Game 5 against Montreal. He dominated that game. He actually turned that game around when Montreal scored
Nashville.
in the first minute.
Let me go back to that first round of that
What?
series against Nashville there. They were down in that series. They came back and they won it in Nashville
So
on the shoulders of
So it
Jonathan
sounds like
Taves.
sounds like you guys are saying Richards. He's not even part of this equation. It's all Taves.
No,
This guy was saying
Mike
Richards
Richards.
over here.
He's
Okay.
a bulldog.
All right. So it's Richards. You're going with Taves.
Taves, yeah.
Okay, we'll call it a draw. That was no one.
Are you
was
kidding
persuasive
me?
There.
I'm never doing this
two
again.
unproven goalies in the playoffs. Antti Niemi, Michael Leighton. Regardless of who wins the cup, who's the bigger underdog story here, Shawnee?
Well, just the fact that he didn't even have the starting job going into the playoffs because of injury, and Brian Boucher, if it wasn't for his injury, Michael Leighton wouldn't even get a sniff of the playoffs because Boucher was playing great. He gets that opportunity. 2 games elimination, he beats Boston, gets into the next round, and then gets 3 shutouts. Not even Bernie Perron did that. So Michael Leighton, for sure, is the biggest Cinderella story.
At the beginning of their big question mark on Chicago goaltending. Oh, who's gonna be the goaltender? Cristobal UA. It's gonna be this guy, Corey Crawford. Nobody knew what Antti Niemi was. He gets the shutout in the first game of the regular season. He's been a consistent performer in the playoffs for the Chicago Blackhawks. He had a great goals against average in the regular season. He had the shutout record. All this great stuff. Antti Niemi, that's the story.
Not even close. Michael Leighton hadn't played in 2 months, and then he get his chance.
I get to pick this arbitrarily. I like Peter more, so we're going with Peter. All right, nobody saw the Flyers making the Cup final. People sort of predicted that the Hawks had a chance. Which team is primed to do this again next year? We'll go with Shawn.
Oh, well, it's got to be the Chicago Blackhawks. They're a much younger team. They've got, again, with Niemi now, with a playoff run under his belt, you got Taves, you got Kane, you got Keith, you got Seabrook. They've got all the parts. Marion Host, we haven't even talked about, is going for his 3rd consecutive Cup appearance here. So the future is a lot brighter in Chicago.
Yeah, it's hard to disagree with Shawnee. I wholeheartedly agree with everything you said. Now, Philadelphia has some great pieces. Can they consistently do it over a long period of time here? How long has Pronger got left on that mileage? He's got a lot of mileage in there. It's got to need a lot of oil to grease that puppy up.
Okay, that was a dumb question, so both of you get points. All right, question number 5, final question. Conn Smythe Trophy, most valuable player in the postseason. Who is your pick and why? This is the deciding winner takes all on this question.
Winner takes all, then.
Shawnee.
You know what? I'm going with Dustin Byfuglien because the guy has been a monster for the Chicago Blackhawks. It's going to be a great battle with him and Chris Pronger in the Stanley Cup Finals. Byfuglien always seems to score the important goal when they need him. He had 3 game winners alone against San Jose. Dustin Byfuglien is going to be a beast again this series.
Conn Smythe Trophy?
Yes.
Wow, gutsy, okay.
Yeah, gutsy. I mean, he's a big boy, but I'm going with Jonathan Taves, the captain. He's going to lead this team to the stick. It is an easy pick, and it's the smart pick, and that's who's going to win the Conn Smythe Trophy. He is a leader personified. He wins the key draws when it counts, and he's a big vocal leader in that dressing room.
For gutsiness, I think I gotta go with Shawnee. That means that
Why?
Shawnee takes it.
Yeah,
Arbitrary
baby.
selection. If you guys have your own opinions on this, respond to the video and follow NHL Home Ice on Facebook and Twitter, or XM Canada on Facebook and Twitter. Thanks, guys.
Every team, every game. Right?
XM all the way.